Hi everyone, and thanks for tuning in to Shureviews number 4. In this one, I'm going to review Godspeed You Black Emperor's debut album, F Sharp, A Sharp, Infinity. I've been experimenting with some lighting here, so if it looks bad, please just muscle through it with me. I'm going to work on getting some proper lighting. That's what I'm going to do. So, here's an interesting one. Godspeed You Black Emperor's album, their debut album, F Sharp, A Sharp, Infinity, was originally released August 14th, 1997 on Constellation Records. And it was subsequently re-released on Cranky Records after being re-edited on June the 8th, 1998. It was produced by Godspeed You Black Emperor, the band, Don Wilkie, and Ian Ilavsky. I hope I'm saying that right. This was one of my first post-rock experiences, along with perhaps Sigur Rós, and I believe at this point I knew who Mogwai was. Post-rock, you say? Okay, a quick little bit of background. Post-rock is generally, but not explicitly, instrumental music played on conventional modern instruments such as guitar, bass, drums, etc., keyboards, but often features brass, wind, and other percussion or stringed instruments. Oftentimes, they use sound effects to enhance the experience. I often describe post-rock as film soundtrack music. As I mentioned, this album was originally released on Constellation Records in 1997. It drew the attention of the record executives of Cranky Records, and they worked with the band to re-record some material, re-edit, remix, and remaster. It really seems like this album went through a lot of changes. Apparently, there's a demo that is basically unattainable called All Lights Fucked in the Hem and the Hairy Amp Drooling, which is supposed to have a lot of this material in its infancy. But as of today, it doesn't look like we're ever going to get to see this. So let's stick to the facts. The vinyl edition features 2 songs that run approximately 20 minutes each, titled, respectively, Nervous, Sad, Poor, and Bleak, Uncertain, Beautiful. This is the vinyl edition of the album right here. It comes with a lot of nice gifts, a playbill, some images, some pictures, and a flattened penny. A penny that has apparently been flattened by a train. In addition, here's the 1998 version. So the CD edition features re-edited versions of the songs, this time presented as 3 long songs titled The Dead Flag Blues, East Hastings, and Providence. So what they've basically done is they've taken the majority of the recorded material from the original release, re-recorded some parts, remixed other parts, remastered the entire thing. And I guess it's almost twice the length now. Instead of 35 minutes, it's more like 65 minutes. Maybe some mathematicians out there can help me with my math. So, the music. The music is epic. It starts out with what could be called a description of a post-apocalyptic world, with a story being narrated over the music. It's great. The cars are on fire, and there's no one at the wheel. It's one of those earworms. It sticks in your brain once you've heard it. And it progresses. The album contains little to no singing, so we rely on the music to tell the story. We go through a range of emotions, horror, basically, is how it starts. Uh, it's a post-apocalyptic landscape. We go through horror and whimsy, and all the while we don't abandon hope, because while the music is dark and haunting, and I want to say syncopated, but I don't think that's the proper description. We don't abandon hope because it continues to build from one track to the next, and this album closes on a huge crescendo. This is post-rock at its best. This is post-rock maybe 10 or 15 years after the term was suggested. But in my mind, this is where post-rock really hit mainstream. And it didn't hit mainstream because it sounds mainstream or poppy. This album exposed the world to post-rock for me simply because of how good it is. It holds up as a timeless piece of music. You really need to listen to this album to appreciate it, because I don't think any, poor schlub's YouTube review can do it justice. So check out Godspeed You Black Emperor. Check out post-rock in general. Mogwai, Explosions in the Sky. God, there's so many. Red Sparrows. Just check out Godspeed You Black Emperor, F sharp, A sharp, Infinity, and hopefully it changes your life like it changed my life. Made so much better. Thumbs up, comment, subscribe, share. I would appreciate any of this. Thank you for joining me. I'm Logan, and this is Shureviews.